these are the tools that I used or that I'm gonna use, because I'm doing this after the video, that's why. But these are the tools that you're gonna need, because it's proven, I already used them, so you have to use these. Tensioner with the number 5/8. Obviously this comes separate. This is on it right now. Gotta take it off. I can't take it off right now, but you know, this is a half inch tensioner. Then you got the wrench, small wrench. I got this small wrench because you can use these for like to take off the small ones, small screws. This one's work, so it's better for you to have this little wrench right here. You have to have the whole thing though, which is this one right here, you know, so you can have, comes with the wrench and the whole socket, so that way you don't have to worry about it. This one right here, this socket is actually socket number 8. And then I didn't really use this, but you never know, you might have to hit something, so I used it. You know, I was hitting on the alternator because it wasn't coming out, but I didn't realize that it had a screw. It was still screwed on, so that was my fault. Then, you know, I had the hammer. This is your half inch wrench with all your, well, this is a 3/8 socket, number 7, along with the number 8 that we already talked about. Another one right here, 3/8 13. Apparently you're gonna need that one also for your 3/8. And then you have 3-inch extension, 3-inch extension with your half-inch wrench. And these are 3 half-inch sockets that I used, which is the number 15. Then I had number 10, and then I had the number 5/8. So I didn't really say which ones that I used when I was using them, but just know you're gonna need them, that you're gonna come across them. These are the ones that you're gonna come across, that you're gonna have to use. Once you get there, you just have to, oh well, let me see which one it is, and you know, make sure these are the long ones. You're gonna need for them to be the long ones, the long sockets. This one, which is the number 5/8 half-inch, you're gonna need it. And then you're gonna need your number 15 long socket. Those have to be long, and it's better if you have the extension also besides them being long. And obviously number 10 attached with this. Everything, I always use this extension always. So, and I always use the little extension that comes with the 3/8, which is also a 3-inch. So keep that in mind. Basically this is for the big screws, this is for the small screws, pretty much. And then for your tensioner, obviously. That's all you need. Ain't that hard. Thank you guys. Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy Silos once again with another one of these YouTube videos. I'm gonna change that right there on this F-150 XLT 2011 alternator. What I'm doing right now though is I'm recording this so I don't forget how this serpentine goes. That should be good. I don't know. I'll record this side also, just so I don't forget how it goes. So I'm gonna make sure I had everything. You know, that should be pretty simple. You know, just to be able to be sure that I'm doing things right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Most people take this off right here. I'm gonna try to go ahead and not take it off. And what I'm gonna try to do right now, it's a Ford F-150, just so you can see. What I'm gonna try to take off right now is that tensioner right there. I'm gonna try to, you know, take the serpentine belt off so I can start working on my alternator. Just taking it off. I'm not gonna take the whole serpentine off. I'm just gonna move it aside and then just put it right back on. I'll show you once I take it off, and we'll go from there. I don't have nobody to record me like I always say, so I'm just gonna have to be showing you step by step. At least I'm showing you what I'm taking off. Alternator right there, right here, and then tensioner. But take that serpentine belt off. All right, guys. I already released the tensioner. I was about to take it off because there's a video telling me to take it off. But honestly, I don't see the point, because that doesn't have nothing to do with holding the alternator itself. I had to take the air filter, because it was on my way. I was just struggling a lot with it, so just took it off. It's right there. Obviously I tried my best not to mess up the serpentine belt, but I don't think I did a really good job with that. Hopefully I'm able to remember, or the video helps me put the belt back how it's supposed to be. But I'm just having a real hard time taking the alternator out because it's stuck. So it's real stuck. I can't take it off with my hands. The only way to move it is right now is by hitting it with my hammer. It's the only way that it's moving. I basically already fucked it up, the old one. It has to come out now because there's no other way around it. I mean, it's already bad anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this is where we at right now. I'm basically just using these two tools right now to try and take out the alternator. I'm probably gonna have to get some W40, try to make it easier on me. But I'm gonna try like 2-3 more times and see if it works. I'm gonna go to lunch meanwhile, and then when I come back, hopefully I can have it out. Have the new one right there. And well, this truck basically is my work truck. It's my other work truck, but just rented. But this one right here, one time it was raining, I left the window down during the weekend. That was my fault. And the little cable box that it was right next to the door, close to the door. The fuse for the lights went off, so the lights stay on. There's no way around it. I already took it for them guys to fix it. They say I have to take it to the agency. But we were renting the truck, we need it, we're working on it. So I basically used to always put, well, I still do, pass cables from this one to that one, and that's eventually what drained this truck right here. Obviously my company bought the alternator, but I told them that I would put it on, so that way I don't have to wait that long for the actual agency, Ford, for them to fix it, since they have other cars and they're not gonna want to just work on mine right away. But yeah, hopefully we're able to fix that ASAP. Already been here for about 30 minutes up to where we're at right now, and it seems like I'm gonna be stuck there for a while trying to take that alternator out of there since it's stuck. All right guys, I'm back. I made a mistake myself, and then I realized before I left, most of y'all maybe already even saw it and were already thinking about it. Like, hey man, the screw is still in there, you know. I just thought that maybe this part right here would slide off. I thought it was different. I was like, well, maybe it slides off on these, right? But no, this is a fucking screw. It has to come out, obviously, for this whole piece to come out, you know. I thought it was like it was gonna slide out, but no. This they put this, I bet they broke the old screw, so they put this new one, and it just has a little torch on it. That's the reason why. But I figured it out before I left to lunch. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go eat real quick and then just come back and get it over with. Everything else is already out. I honestly destroyed this one right there. You can see I destroyed it trying to get it out, trying to hammer it. But yeah, just take it off, put everything back on. We're gonna take obviously that one off. You only took 2 screws, you remember, the top one and the bottom one. Yours might be a whole screw. Mine seems like they did that for themselves. So we just take that one off, put the new one on, same shit, you know. Screw it back on, the top one, the bottom one. Plug, you know, you gotta plug this one right here. You're gonna plug that one back there. It had a screw on there. And then your little, you can see it right there, that one right there is the plug that goes into that plug, pretty much. I wish that I could give you like a more detailed version, but I can't. It's only myself here. It's just a little guide to help you a little bit. I will be showing all the tools, just a little guide to show you what you need and what's gonna, you know, be in your way, and what you're gonna have to do to change the part. That's what I can help with. But you know, showing you exactly how to get done, that's a little bit hard for me because I don't have nobody else to record. But I mean, I'm doing my best to show you at least how to, you know, get to the part and what tools you need. But anyways, let me get going, take it out, and then show you guys when it's back on. Victory is mine. I did it, guys. I did it. So like I said, I'm gonna try to focus as much as I can. So like I said, this screw right here, I ended up having to take it off. It's a 15 when you have the whole screw. I had a number 7 and then a 15, which was this one right here. This was the 7, this was the 15. It's two different. This is a bolt, this is a screw, And then I had that other one on the bottom. That's all you need to take off. You don't need to take nothing off. Just those two. Unplug this right here. You gotta take this off, and then there's that screw. You take that off. And then obviously you unplug the electric thing. And then that's how you take it off. Pretty much. You want to have access. You take off your air filter, and then you'll have access. Obviously, tensioner right there. That one. Let me see if I can focus. I don't think I can focus. That one, tensioner. Tensioner right there. It's not focusing, but you know what I'm talking about. Tensioner right there. You go left on it, and it's gonna let go of the serpentine belt. Not that hard to figure out. If you record it, take a picture of how it was. Once you put it back on, the new one, after you take it off, same thing. You put your new screw on there. Well, same screw that it had on top, same screw on the bottom. Plug that thing with the screw. Put it on. Plug the wire of electricity. Put your serpentine belt on by going left on your tensioner, and put the belt back on. You should be good. It's a real easy job, to be honest. It's not that hard. And I already have all the tools that you need in the beginning of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was real quick, like most of my videos are. I can't really show you a lot of it, but I can tell you what you need and what's gonna be on your way and what exactly you need to take off. Just made this car turn back on again. All I needed was a battery. Got the new battery, made it turn on again. Still working on it. I was gonna do a video on the alternator on this car if it needed it, but since it didn't need it, at least we had the F-150 that needed it, and we don't have to make a video about that. We still have this crash. They crashed me in the back a few months ago. The car was standing because of that reason, and it leaks oil. I can't do that kind of job myself, so I'm gonna have to use an actual mechanic to help me on that one. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and remember to follow my gambling and investing videos also, guys. You have a nice day.